Okay. So welcome to the practice. It's Saturday. Welcome yourself to the floor, to the mat. Just take a moment. If you have issues with your low back, sometimes feels better to bend the knees and place the feet flat. Put a blanket behind your head, put a blanket behind your legs, behind your knees. And we will do a little bit of it's called spandasana or spanda. It's like it's called like a shake, and that helps the nervous system and helps ground down and slow down and have some sense of being more at ease, more meditative. Okay, but just for a moment, try to just take a moment and don't do anything, don't adjust anything, just kind of feel where you are, feel your breath, and just follow it with a sense of getting into the stillness, the quiet, the silence, the moment into what we transition into feeling how we are, and that we do that through the breath. What we're coming in with, what we're coming in for, what brings us to our mat, what makes us go down on our mats. And there's plenty of reasons, but also it's good to just lie back and take time for yourselves. Take time to just allow yourself to do nothing and be okay with that. Be okay with the sensation when we're just lying down and it's not nothing. It's a big thing. Okay, so let's breathe. You can do ujjayi. Ujjayi, it's a breath. Sometimes is translated as victorious, and you can do it on your back. And you can just start by just breathing gently in through the nose and breathing out through the nose. There's no length or specific pace. Just breathe in and out. Just get a nice rhythm, nice sensation to bring the breath in and inhale, bring the breath out, exhale. Okay, and you can soften your eyes if you haven't, maybe close your eyes and soften your face and your eyebrows and that space between the eyebrows and the forehead, and soften the lids and the whole skin in the face and the jaw. And then breathe in through the nose and then breathe out, open the lips and just let the breath out with the mouth that is open. So make a size like a sound. And do that slowly, mindfully, maybe 2 or 3 times on your own. So just making a loud sound, an audible sound when you exhale, and just really breathe. And when you empty, really squeeze the belly and let the breath really empty out from your belly, from your chest, and make a sound. So there is a feeling of constriction on the throat, and they call it this breath sometimes the ocean breath. And then do that maybe 2 more times, just really slowing down, especially the exhale lengthens and very easily comes into a very lengthening on the part that is the exhalation, and that brings in the nervous system that is the resting and digesting. So breathing in and out with a long and the last part is really doing the ujjayi, and it's uncomfortable. You can just pick one of the first ones, which is just breathing in through the nose and out the nose, breathing out through the mouth, or just breathing in through the nose, sealing the lips, and making the sound with the closed lips, making the ocean throat sound. So breathing in, and so the throat does constrict, that closes the glottis, right? And then you exhale. And you draw the breath out from your belly through the nose with lip seal, but you make a sound that still sounds like the throat is making a whisper. And then do that a couple of times, really breathing in and out. And when you do that exhale, try to relax your throat and your eyes and your face. Sometimes you get like too tight and to feel like you really have to exhale and you have to do this and you have to squeeze the belly. So just be relaxed in the process, just breathing in and breathing out softly, finding a sound that is okay, and finding the exhalation soothing, breathing in and out, and with the sound of the throat. Nice and gently. So then lie back and you've been lying back, just relax. Just take another couple of breaths in and out that you are going to feel a little bit different, a little maybe more like the gravity pulls you more and feel like your muscles release and your bones release, the fascia more to the ground. So we start the yoga by this and we end in the Shavasana at the end of the class that feels that you're now more ready. But we're going to just do that spanda. The spanda is a kind of part of a therapy technique that relaxes the nerves. And the nervous system helps with the brain, helps with the meditation, and helps also with the relaxation then throughout, the muscles and the whole body. So it relaxes and feels that that you can do these and get a little more sense of quiet inside the mind. So you're going to all start with feet on the ground. So bend the knees and place the feet on the ground. And if you want, you can put something behind your head or nothing. And just find your body with these little curve underneath and the feet on the ground. And you're going to start almost like pushing. So you push your feet, and then start almost like shaking. So your hips are going up and down, and you're going to feel it like your head and your shoulders, you playing with your body, your whole body. So it's not like you're lifting your hips and anything. You're just kind of pushing the feet. Imagine I came to your knees, to your shins, and I push you up and down. So imagine somebody comes and just shakes you forward and back. So just shake like that. Relax the body, close the eyes. You can take a look and just kind of feel, maybe you see that I'm going and it's really releasing, relaxing. And then I'm going to start walking the feet a little bit more forward, more away, and do the same thing. So shaking or just allowing the body to kind of move into this rocking. All right. And then the legs a little bit more. Eventually, we're going to lengthen the legs and we're going to use like pedaling the feet. So we're not there yet, but just kind of push the feet and allow your shoulders to move up and down. Your head moves up and down. Maybe you even feel a little bit of, like roughness on your low back. All right, so eventually just break your feet on the floor, flex them, and just imagine that you're pushing with the pedal, pushing on your car pedals, and you feel the head, right? The whole back of your shoulders, the back of your head. Yeah, that's it. All right, and you can go slow, you can go faster. We're gonna do maybe 10 more, really pressing the feet and flexing, pressing and flexing, doing that really mindfully and feeling the the effects, right? It's kind of fun, like little like a kid, maybe reminds you of something playful. And let's do 3 and 2 and 1, and just relax. Just don't do anything. Let the legs kind of wipe out, the arms out, close your eyes, really more a sense of like, oh, okay, wow, that's over. Breathe in and out. And then you're going to give yourself a big hug. So crossing the arms, doesn't matter which one. One arm is on top. Give yourself a hug. Maybe roll shoulder to shoulder. Very good. And then open the arms, relax and drop. Let the shoulders open, drop, let the chest open, and then recross. Give yourself a hug. Maybe you squeeze the hands behind. All right. Rock a little side to side if you like that. And then relax the arms, drop them out to the side. Let the head go to one side and then the other side. So one to the right, one to the left. Side to side. Nice and easy. Head to center. And then almost like your chin is up. So you are lengthening the chest away from the chin and stretching the back and feeling almost like the skull presses back and lift. And then the opposite, neutral, and then bring a little bit the chin to the chest. And then relax the head right in the center. Breathe in and out. Slide one foot back in, place it back in, one foot, both feet on the ground. So when I start now, more like a shaking, right? So let me see if the leg doesn't make it, but just maybe closer here, see if it makes it there. All right, I'll move the screen. So you're just gonna lift the leg, one leg, and you're gonna shake it. But we're gonna do this maybe about 2 minutes, really shake it, like kick it, right? Kick like you're kicking the door and keep it low or hard, just shake, shake, shake that leg up. Almost like, imagine you had a, one time I had a crab on my toe. I was walking on the sand and I had a crab. And I was like, so imagine you have something clawed, like a claw of a crab. Ah! All right, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. All right, one more, couple of seconds more. Very good. And then just drop the foot down. Just feel the difference. Feel the legs, feel the energy, feel the vibration. Relax your face. And then other side. So lift it up and start shaking it vigorously, hard, or kick it hard like you're pushing. You can kick with your heel, you can kick with your toe mounts, you can do a little bit of both. Just shake the leg. You feel my voice shaking, right? The whole thing. Let's do maybe like a couple more, maybe another minute, just shaking. You feel like a lot of effort here, and it shakes through the leg, shakes your whole body. So let's do maybe 5 more. Push, 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 shake, 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 and literally just relax and let go. Feel the effort, feel the release after that. And just do just a couple windshield wiper, not too much, just side to side. Really easy, side to side. Feel your hips, feel your feet. All right, and then just come onto the ground, come onto the mat, and just do that pelvic tilts that we do, like sort of like really flattening the back, flat, 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 right? And feel like you're stretching your hips all the way to the back of your head. And then relax and release and feel that little space grow. Exaggerate your chest, your ribs grow, and then flatten the back. So your pelvic is tilting up and you squeeze through your legs. Then relax your hips and do a little tilt. So feel like the tailbone comes closer and the tailbone goes away from the head. Okay, just do a couple, go slow, really mindful and really feeling the vertebra flattening and how you almost like engage your legs, press them to do that. And then one more, nice and gently. All right, so from here, we're gonna go to 3 bridges. Easy, they don't have to be your biggest bridge, but just engage by flattening the back, make the back flat, all the vertebrae, press back, press your feet and lift for your bridge. And then very slowly, very mindfully, lower down. Feel the moment you lower, relax the hips. Let the curve start again. Okay, get that curve working. Flatten the whole back, flatten, flatten. Your pelvis comes in, your tailbone comes to close to your navel, and then press your feet, go to your version of bridge. Again, just nice and gently, not your biggest. Feel the stretch in your legs. Slowly lower, mindfully, gradually, consciously. All right, the curve goes up, the tunnel grows, flatten, really consciously, and then press your feet back to bridge. And slowly bring the hips down. Let the curve be natural. Don't do anything else. Just breathe here. Let the breath come in, sort of like reset you. Feel the breath come in. Take a breath, breathe in and out. So we're going to just bring one knee in and do some little bit of releasing the hips by just imagine like you're going to make a circle with the knee, right? So lift the leg and just make a circle with the knee. So I'm going counterclockwise, doesn't matter, we'll do both sides. Now, when you come out, maybe the next time you come out, maybe lengthen the leg. And then when it comes in, you bend it in, open it out, stretch it out, and then bring it in. Going very slowly out a little bit, maybe extend it. If you don't want to extend it, just keep it bent all the time. But maybe you add that extension. All right, we're lubricating, come back, and now do the other one. So bring it in and out. So the next time you bring it in, you lengthen, bring it in and bend it a little bit. Let the other leg go and do whatever. The other leg goes open, just play with the legs. One is doing one thing, the other one is on the floor, but it does kind of feel that your both legs are doing different things. So the other hip opens, the other foot comes out, the knee comes out as your knee comes together to center. And we're just gonna relax, bring the foot back in and just take a moment. Really feel what's happening, how this leg feels. Breathe in and out. Right, just gonna keep this leg just resting as we hug in the other one. Just bring it off the floor a little bit and start walking, opening out. Go slow. Right, start with the knee bent as if you're drawing, you had a pencil with the knee and just drawing a little circle or more like an oval. Okay, once you get okay with it, maybe you extend it out as the knee comes out and then bring it in. So extend it as it goes out, bring it in. So you're gonna feel that the other leg goes out and then start getting into a little bigger circle. And just loosen up here. So again, you can keep it by just the knee being bent, or you can add, but you're drawing a little bit of the toe, making a big circle up and down. So all we want is really move, right? You can keep it close and tiny. You can do it bigger. Let's change it. So bring it in, bend it, and then bring it out, extend it. We want to move, we want to move. We don't want to lose that mobility and agility on our hips and our legs that support us all day. And let's just do one more. I don't even know if they're even, but just do one more. And if you want, just rest here. This is called constructive rest. It's very comfortable and very agreeable. You just kind of walk the feet out and bring the knees towards each other. You can bring the hands to head to the belly and just let the breath come in and out, breathing in and out. And taking just a moment again with your breath and your thoughts and your feelings and sensations and whatever comes out, just acknowledge what comes out. We're going to just come gently to a little bit of side stretching. So just take another moment. Let's not rush. But just to tell you what I want to do is just go on the side. You can make a pillow with your lower arm or put a blanket under your ear or between the ear and the arm. You can also make a little prayer under your face. You're gonna go on your side. So you can go on your right, you can go on your left. We're gonna do both sides. So come and roll onto your preferable side again, just like making a pillow here or using a blanket, just coming on your side. So you're gonna maybe lengthen both legs a little bit. I know it's kind of like you tend to go back and find that balance that you're not, rolling on your front or back. And then you're going to lift your top leg and you're going to point in or internally rotate and point out. That's all you're going to do, pointing in. Okay, very good. And then pointing and externally rotate. So your foot goes down, points down, right? And your foot goes out and points out and away. Okay, and you can keep it by feeling the whole leg. The whole leg. It's not the foot, but the foot makes the whole leg turn. Like the whole leg engage and energize. So let's do maybe two more, really feeling not only the foot, but the whole leg and even the hip, pointing down, pointing up. And let's rest again. So bend both legs, rest, come on to your side. You can rebend the legs if you want. Yeah. All right. So I was gonna do something on the belly, but we'll do the belly after. So just roll on the back or just turn around, go to the second side, and then we'll go on the belly. So when we go on the belly, I want you to have a blanket if possible for your to rest on there. But before that, let's just get even with this side. So come on down, maybe both arms underneath, extend the legs, and then lift a little bit, point down, and then point up, okay? The leg is not straight, but as straight as possible. Point down, really point down. Feel the whole leg, right? The whole leg, pointing up, pointing down. Breathing here. Doing a lot of conscious movements, mobility, really that is isolation of the leg and really working. Let's do a couple more. Really feel this side. All right. And then rest again. Rest, bring your knees a little closer. Rest here. See if you can even tap your outer hip if that feels good. All right. So I'm going to kind of put this. I really like this thing that I saw somebody do that you kind of put a blanket. You don't have to, but you can put a little blanket and you're going to lie on your stomach on the front body and just lie back. And it should be comfortable, sort of like on your low belly, hip kind of area. You should feel a little bit of something there. But then when you lift your leg, right? So you're gonna kind of lift one leg and lift the arm. It really feels a little better. So find that place that you can be on the belly. You can spread the toes flat. You can have your hands forward. If you don't have the blanket, don't worry about it. Just have it normally like a crocodile on your belly. Okay. All right. And we're just going to do one leg lifting And lowering the legs can be a little wide. They don't have to be specifically with the toes together, but you can do that, try that. And then maybe if it's too much, just do one leg at a time. And it doesn't have to be a lot lifting. Just try to lift from not the foot, but try to imagine you're lifting your leg. You're lifting your femur. So lift the leg from the femur, not from the heel, from the foot, from the leg. Okay. And if you have your hands forward, if you have your hands crossed, have your hands forward, head is down, forehead down, chin down. And the next breath, empty out. And then see if you can just do one leg and one arm, opposite leg, opposite arm, if it's okay. So the next breath, you inhale, lift the left leg and the right arm, and then lower everything. Lower everything. The head stays down. Okay, just the head stays down and lift one arm and one leg. So cross patterning, doing one leg at a time, and it doesn't have to be high. I just want you to feel the effort that is crossing through the middle of your body. And the arms don't have to, they can be in like a Y, they can be in like a V, they don't have to be forward. So in fact, open them up a little bit so you have that kind of like an X shape. Lift up, lift up, lift up, lift up. You can set, like rest in between, but just feel the whole low back and the effort, the strengthening. Do one more on each side. Good. And then bring your hands in, your arms in, and rest. Make a little, kind of like a little pillow with your arms. Rest your forehead and relax your legs out. Move your hips a little bit side to side and move your head or your forehead side to side. Just relax. So these rocking motions, these soothing movements are very conducive to relaxation. So if you like that, add that little tip to just relax the hips and the breath. And then we'll do a very gentle mini cobra. It's not gentle, but do the best cobra. We get the hands a little closer into the body with your hands under your shoulders, and just press your feet, like really press your feet, engage your legs, almost like you lift your kneecaps, and really press, almost like lift the hands a little bit, like maybe an inch off the ground, and squeeze and lift, pressing the hip bones. And that's your mini cobra without the hands. And then from here, just come up to a Sphinx pose. So you're going to come onto your elbows. Good. All right, take a moment here. Breathe here and just bring one foot in and lower, and maybe take a little peek back. That's all you're doing. You can keep your head forward if you want. Just lift one heel up or one knee bends, and then lower. Maybe opposite as the one that it lifts. You can turn away to the opposite. I'm feeling a little bit of the low back, but just enough to not be too much. And then from here, if you have the blanket works amazing, because you're going to go to child's pose and you end up with a blanket under your forehead. But if not, that's okay. So tuck your toes, lift up, and finally your child's pose with the forehead support, or get a blanket or get a block and just support your forehead. Relax your hands forward or close to your body and find this child's pose. I hope you feel really good. I think this is like really a very relaxing practice. So just kind of check in with your feelings and sensations. Low belly is kind of hanging, if it's okay. And if the sometimes the child's pose is not a happy, just come onto your arms. You can put a the blanket under your forearms. You can just rest your forehead on a block or another blanket, looking to the floor, looking down to the earth, and just kind of feeling okay, feeling what you're feeling. So if your hands were back to the feet, bring your arms forward and have like a dynamic waking up a child. So reaching forward, maybe lifting off the ground and go on your fingertips and lifting your wrists. And then gently press your hands. We're going to go back and forth. So you're going to come up onto hands and knees, right? So hands and knees, look at the knees and widen them or bring them closer if they were too wide. Tuck your toes. Take a little bit of an arch and really lift your tailbone. And then round, really feeling the pushing of the hands to the earth and stretching between your shoulder blades, squeezing the belly and everything in the back. The front body goes to the back. And then walk your hands just a tiny bit forward and press your hands forward and sit back. So sit back enough, right? Sit back. I know sometimes it's hard to just press back. And then inhale, come up again and do a little bit of that. Arching into the cow, lifting the tail and the head. Bring the hands under your shoulders. Make sure they're under your shoulders and round, really surround and really feel that, feel that. Feel that scooping, feel that stretching, feel the front body going into the back and really feel that beautiful vertebra stretching, space between the vertebra. And then with this, push the floor or walk your hands more forward. And as your hands reach forward, sit back enough to stretch. You can also tuck your toes and stretch your bottom of your feet. See if that feels good. So tuck your toes in this stretchy child's pose with the toes under. And then bring your hands back in. Come on up. You can keep the toes tucked or flatten if that feels better. Lift, cat, cow, and then rounding. Almost pushing as if you're gonna really push off the floor, like you really like so strongly, like you could fly or float off the floor. Push the floor. You can keep your toes tucked last time, stretching back, stretching the bottom of your feet. You can walk your hands forward, get a little closer to the earth. All right, I'm gonna come up again, and I'm gonna do like a, if you have blocks, have your blocks for just a very mild Anjanasana or lunge. So come onto your knee, onto both knees. You can have your blocks right at the top. And you can even have your hands on the blocks high, right? And step the right foot forward. Okay, so right foot forward. Very good. So if you have the right foot forward, you can have the foot on the back, really like a tail pressing down, right foot forward. And then from here, just do a cactus. Just do that cactus shape. That's all you're going to do, breathing here. And if you want, you can just keep your hands on that front leg. If it's too much of balance and you're not happy there, just bring your hands on your top thigh and stay here. This is a hip opener. You can also kind of sink a little forward, see if that feels okay, and drag the front heel towards the back foot. All right, if you went forward, come on back up. And then from here, we'll just kind of open the leg out for gate pose, okay? So if you have one of the blocks, you can also kind of walk it with you and walk the foot out to the side, right? So from the front, it looks like that. Out to the side, the foot is in the same line as the knee that is on the floor. That's better. Foot out, bring it back. You can have it forward, you can have it flat, and then see if you can come on up. You can bring your blocks up, and you're standing now on one knee and the leg out. Okay, you can do just one arm up and the other one hand goes to the side of your leg. Yep, breathe here. And then lift that side, stretching that side body, breathe it. All right, and then from here, nice and gently, very mild or modified, like a side plank. So you're on the side, you can grab one of the blocks, place it in the same line as the knee and the leg, and you just open. Good. Breathe here. So feel that the body is opening, the chest is opening, show the belly up, maybe gazing up. Feel that pressing down and lifting up. All right, let's just rest here. Take your time. So walk the leg back in, bring it back in. You can just kind of bring both knees down and then come back to resting here. So rest in either take another couple of cat-cows or knees wide and come to the child's pose and recover here. And breathe here. If you like the cats and cows, of course, play with these and sway, round, anything at all, or just rest. Take your pick, your body. If you need a little moment to rest, that's great. It's all good. It's all about what it feels good in your body at this moment. So sometimes less is more, right? Sometimes we need a little break. Sometimes we want to work more. You can, be a little active. You can tuck your toes, go back. You can go on your belly. So everybody, if you're in the child's pose, so you did enough energy, hands on the block and step the other foot forward. So other leg is forward. You can have your blocks nice and tall. On the tallest, walk them there so you have space to step forward. All right, and then really put the weight on that foot. Come on the knee, hands on the knee. You can stay here, right? If you feel comfortable, you can sink a little bit. You can add your cactus. You can take a little back bend. You can also keep it very simple just by being here on the front foot and really opening, especially this one, very simple, but very effective to open the legs. Breathe, breathe, breathe. All right, so now we're gonna do that gate pose version. So your foot very carefully can kind of support yourself to walk your foot out. So from the front, walk it out, come to gate pose. Okay, so the leg, make it so it's in line with the same knee on the floor. Come on up, and come on up. Okay, you can keep here or you can lift the same leg, knee, or same arm and go sideways. You open here. All right, so try to not rounding, try to open, try to lift, try to breathe. Side stretch. All right, and then carefully here, if the arm is up, lower it. If you have your block, I don't know how, but it's great here. All right, and you can have it on the tallest. You can see it, but it's hard to see on the purple. But if it's here, right, and you just lift your other arm up. If you feel you have more space, you can lower. You can even go on the floor. You can even lift your other leg up. So do something that feels wonderful to open the body from that, folding forward to itself all the time. So we want to open, open, open. Slowly come down, right? And the leg that is open to the side. Just bring it in, use your block, come back, bring the knees in, and we'll go up. All right, so we'll go up to the first and maybe just a couple of stretches with the down dog. So tuck your toes and lift your knees a little bit and start reaching your hips up to your dog. So pedal here, walking your dog. Yeah, there you go. So this is a super wonderful stretch. You can still have your hands on the blocks, okay? You can push the bottom of your wrist on the block and then feel your sitting bones really reaching high. The legs, my legs are bent. I'm on my toe mounts, really spreading the back of my thighs, really reaching your tailbone. Take a little movement if you like. And when I walk the hands to the feet or the feet to the hands and just kind of come together, either to the top or to the middle, and then just kind of hang here. Let yourself hang with knees bent. Let yourself melt, and you can grab the elbows. You can keep the hands on the blocks all the time. Just be upside down in your capacity. If you don't want to be completely upside down, you can do a little bit of folding with knees bent, just swaying the hips a little bit. But we do want to get out of our comfort zone just a tiny bit. So you're being in a little bit of upside down. And you are, please, breathing upside down. If you want to bring that ujjayi breath here, you're welcome to do that ujjayi breath with the throat. I'm going to slowly bend your legs and slowly scoop the belly and slowly rounding up to standing. Yep. So take your time. No rushing. Very good. Take your time. Tadasana or mountain is what we do when we were standing. Before anything, just feel your feet. Feel the toes, lift them up, lift all the toes, and feel that they grasp the earth and bring them back down. All right, and then just one more time. Awesome. So from here, I know some of you have a wall, so you go to the wall if you must, or grab a chair, or if you have something, you don't need it, but I just want you to maybe shift on one leg, right? Shift on one foot and just make some circles, okay? So that's why I want to touch something, you know, or you don't have to, but just roll the ankle. Yep. Roll out and in. Really move it. And then step the foot down. Okay, let's do the same thing with the arm around. A couple times, circling as if inside a barrel. And then forward and back, forward. Your range of motion, right? You can, if it hurts you, just do a little bit. And then hands on the hips or Tadasana. Push on the other foot, grab or your wall or something, and then circle, circle, circle. Really circle, make some, crack some noises here. Really circle in and out, hold on to a wall or chair or something. And then step both feet down, take a breath, and one arm opens back and down. So you can do the whole circle, or you can keep it mild, circling in and out. And let's do both. Maybe it's okay. You can do both, circling away from the body. And then the opposite, nice and gently or big. Very good. Just bring your shoulders, relax your shoulders, breathing in and out. All right, and then from here we'll do standing cats and cows. So just turn a little bit. I'm just gonna turn to show you, right? And you're gonna kind of sit down a little bit and do a rounding and arching. So the arching is not gonna be a lot of noticeable, but you're really rounding and scooping the belly in. The same thing we did on the floor, and the same thing we did on our hands and knees. Just really rounding, lifting tail and rounding chest in, hug in. So we really want that mobility here. Breathing in your breath, if you can hear me, really sounding out. Breathing in and out. So let's come up, and if you're close to the floor, just grab one of the blocks here. So this is the last thing, and then we're gonna go on the floor again. So I don't know, the time just flew. Well, maybe we just did a lot on the floor. All right. So hugging in, we just do about 3 of the chair Utkatasana, but very to your own effort, right? So squeeze the block. If you don't have a block, just don't worry about it. But this really hugs in, right? And makes the belly really hug in, hug the thighs in. You can bring the hands at heart. You can have the hands forward and just do maybe 3 here, okay? So you can always keep the hands close to the body. Come on up. All right, so let's do 2 more. Squatting to your own degree. Yeah, you can have your hands higher. You can have your hands here or close to the body. Just do you. We'll do just 1 more. Squeeze that block. Lower a little bit more and then come on up, come on up, come on up. All right, very good. And just set it down, right? And just open the legs just a tiny bit, a little wider. Bounce the legs a little bit and just go with your arms, just loosening up around your hips. Tap your hips, the front hip and the back kidney. Loosen up a little bit. Just really letting the arms be sort of like heavy and relaxed. Breathing in and out. And sometimes people lift the toe, or lift the heel. What feels good? I used to be the heel, but now with the Tai Chi, she does the foot. So she lifts the toe. But I used to be with the heel. So I think they're both good. And then you can do the arm a little higher on the front of your shoulder and the back of your shoulder. And then when you feel like you went a little bit too much, just slow it down until you slow it down, until you slowly come to stillness. And then just stay in the standing with the maybe eyes closed, maybe just soften your gaze and have a moment to feel your body, your energy, and your sensations. And maybe notice, maybe you hear something in the back of your house or your birds or something, the wind or the trees or refrigerator or something. Just notice what the standing and the stillness standing brings in. All right, so we're going to slowly just kind of melt or get our ways to the floor. So you can maybe just even, if from the side, just kind of bend your legs and start, finding that Uttanasana, finding the blocks. We're going to find your way, it doesn't matter for me. And just bring your knees down. And we're going to come to seated. Okay, just a couple of moments. I want to do some Bayakonasana. You can sit on a block, you can sit on a blanket, and have a couple of minutes here with some nice stretching. Very good. All right, so cross the legs, cross the shins or cross the ankles. Take a moment with your shoulders nice and tall. Breathe here. And take a moment here. All right, and lean back enough to extend your legs forward. Right, Dandasana. This is called Dandasana or staff pose. Flex your toes. And then we're going to just use your hands on the inside, bring your feet together for this cobbler's pose. Okay, and you can bring your hands around your ankles and just come up and try to relax your legs, open the legs wide and down. Take a moment here. And then one more time, you can hug the knees in or with your hands on the knees and extend your legs. And then one more time, bring them in and try to open them out without pressing a lot, just lifting up. And then from here, see if you can use your hands or no hands to lean back and open wide. Just nice and wide, beautiful. Flex your toes. See if you can really come onto the sit bones. So don't be rounding or bend your legs and stay tall. All right, and then lean back or hold the legs as you bring the feet together again. And then just go a little bit forward, just a tiny bit forward. Not rushing. You can even kind of feel, sometimes feels good to kind of go side to side and maybe get a little more forward, but no rush here. Looking down or looking slightly in front. Coming up gently. Okay, so from here, I'm going to do a very, very mild twist, but sometimes it's not agreeable for everybody. So you're just going to separate your legs and see if you can bring both knees towards each other. So both knees towards each other. And then see if you can sit up a little bit. And then you have your legs behind you, behind your hips. See if you can turn away to the back. And then back to center, back to center. Widen the legs again. And then open them out wide. Good. Feel that it gets a little bit easier on the legs on the inside and bring your feet together again. Go forward, maybe side to side, maybe get a little deeper, just kind of feeling. Maybe you stay up. You don't have to go down. You can stay up. Coming up gently, gently, gently. Feel that you're stacking everything up. Lean back enough to maybe walk your feet a little bit and then bring your knees towards the knees or maybe stack the knees together, or you can just stagger the feet. You can stay here, right? Stay here or walk away from the hip, from the toes and walk away. So kind of gazing behind you and feeling that you're really feeling it on the hip, right? Feeling it on the hip. And then slowly back, slowly back, slowly back, right? And then one more time, staff pose. So lengthen the legs. They can be nice and wide. Lengthen, flex your toes. Very good. And then one more time, we're going to cross whichever shin or ankle is on top and just kind of take a breath and go a little bit forward, maybe side to side, maybe come a little bit lower, maybe stay nice and tall. Just breathe. Walk back to center. We're almost done, but I want to do one more. I hope you don't mind to stay a little bit longer. So open the leg in what we call a little bit of Janu Sirsasana. Have the one leg really long, have the other knee really bent. So feel the legs spread apart. You're going to slide towards the extended leg and open up. Just open up. And really feel that you may be looking up is better, looking up. So it encourages the chest to open, the arm to open. You can bring the hand behind your head. Or you can bring it to your hip. See what feels better. Coming up gently. That's a big stretch. It's easy, but it's hard at the same time. All right, so lean back and off, widen the legs again. See if you can shake them out a little bit, wiggle the legs a little bit. One more time, Baddha Konasana. See if the legs feel a little bit better, more with the repetition. And then forward again with the legs straight, toes nice and bright. And then switch. So we can do the other leg, really lengthen the leg, really bend the leg, stay here, breathe. And then slowly you can stay high, you can bend your elbow, come a little lower, you can stay high. Just turn away and stretch. Maybe gazing up to your elbow or to your fingers and just really open as you press down the hips and press the legs and reach away from the floor. Awesome. Come back to center. And one more last time, Baddha Konasana. All right, from here, just do a little bit of cat-cow, right? So hugging on the knees, just rounding here and coming onto the sit bones. Maybe bring your heart forward. And then one more time. So you can hug on the knees or the ankles, round, really stretch the arms. And one more time, come up to the sit bones. So feel the sit bones at your not back. Come forward, forward. And then hold on to the legs and then lift your heart. And then relax. Just relax. We're going to go back now, yes, to the mat, to the low back. And please have your strap. So if you don't have a strap, just grab a towel, grab a scarf, a belt, something. I feel it's going really well. I like this practice. I hope you do too. All right. Have your strap nearby. Just lie back. And again, don't do much before just acknowledging your breath and feeling the breath and feeling your body before, no rush, just to kind of settle down, feel your hips, your shoulders, your feet. All right, so when everybody use the strap, hopefully you can do it without the strap, but just see if you can lift your right leg and bring the strap behind. And you're going to do the stretch with the strap, the figure 4 stretch with the strap. So try to maybe bring it behind the back shin and maybe wrap around and bring everything close to your body. Both legs close to your body. So if it's on your top foot, that's okay too. If it's behind both legs, that's okay too. That's great. I know there's a lot of stress in your arms because you're pulling strongly. Just relax your face or whatever is not necessary. I know there's pull. And then just relax the foot. And we're going to just kind of stretch both legs together with the strap up to the sky. So nice and wide, or maybe as wide as you want, or a little bit wider, and keep your arms inside of your body. And just melt the shoulders. Just breathe here. Flex your toes. Breathe here. Really feel the strap really working on the hips, on the joints, on the calves. And see how that feels. Relax your face. All right. Softly bend and do a little bit of child's pose, not child's pose, but like a happy baby with the strap. Happy baby. Pulling down. Feet are flexed. Do any version, anything at all. If you don't have a strap, just do it without. You can do it with your hands. You can do it with the hand strap also behind the legs. All right, so bring the legs back to the other shape that we're going to do. So feet flat, lift your other leg, bring the strap behind and lift, or lift both legs and bring the strap behind for the other second side on this pigeon on your back. Just really feel. I know there's work on the arms. There is work on the arms because you're pulling the legs close to your chest. One is coming in, one is spreading out away. Open the leg that wants to open, press it away. We're almost done, almost done, almost done. We're really doing this to kind of put everything together. We're going to really feel amazing on the body, on the hips. All right, release that. And then one more time, both legs up, push up, press up. Maybe widen. If you have a wide enough strap, widen out and press the strap out. See if you have enough space in the strap, push it away. This is like exactly what we did on the floor with the legs nice and wide. And sometimes, we round the spine, but here, now really relax your shoulders and your head as you open the inner legs, and then bring them together a little bit closer so you can do that happy baby shape. Okay, any shape you can wrap behind, you can place the strap behind here, you can grab your feet, you can grab your arms around the legs, you can rock, or you can just do this one. I feel it's great. I feel the strap really presses the feet and push into the strap as you bring the knees wide and down. All right, let's relax. All right, so put the strap away for a moment. Hug your knees in and rock a little side to side. All right, let's just put one foot down, the other feet down, both feet down on the floor. Find the floor. Arms open. Let's do a little windshield wiper, maybe a little bigger, a little more to the ground. Arms open or overhead. Just really loosen up here. All right, and then come to center, just lengthen one leg and shake it out, and then press it down. The other one, just shake it out like we did at the beginning with just a tiny bit, and do the arm and the other arm, and maybe everything like a dead bug, shaking out everything. Turn the head a little side to side, and then eventually just drop to the floor, drop to your mat, and find your props, your blankets, your pillows, your maybe a little eye pillow, a little bit of essential oil. You can also stay with the knees bent. You can do Baddha Konasana with the feet together, and that would be, really continuing on what the pattern of relaxing the thighs. You can put blankets or blocks under your legs and just completely enter the part that we are needing maybe after uh, sometimes we have a hard week, a lot of thinking. So a moment for yourself, opening space in your body, feeling support. Make sure you feel the support. And take 3 ujjayi breaths. So just before you completely loosen away from me, just take a breath in and out. Nice long exhale. Breathe in. Nice long exhale. Breathe out. Breathe in. Last one. And exhale. All right, guys. I'll stay a couple of moments and guide you back. Just go and melt away. If you need to take a little bit of more time with your Shavasana, you can mute or just ignore my words and just start coming back gently, waking up by wiggling your fingers, your toes, stretching arms overhead, coming back to a nice breath, and inviting any movement that feel good in your body. You can turn your head a little bit side to side. Gently, gently, gently coming back to all the body, all the layers, all the different parts on the body, physical body, mental, emotional. Come back to seated, cross-legged. Take a breath in, a breath out. And from here, we're just going to close the practice by bringing the hands to center, bowing gently to yourself, to your heart. Hope this practice makes you feel more whole, more pure, more clean, and close to what it means to be in your body with the best sensation. Om Shanti, and thank you. Namaste. And thanks for coming today. Thanks for your presence. Have a wonderful weekend. Let me just pause here.